Today on the channel, don't call him Destro, call him the Red Jackal with the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Super 7 Ultimate Red Jackal.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another G.I. Joe Super 7 Ultimate Edition unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got Red Jackal from San Diego Comic-Con 2023. But for all your Super 7 needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. And of course, you can also go over to the Super 7 website, use code KYLEP, say to Super 7 that, hey, I watched this over there, I supported the channel. Unfortunately, as of right now, the old Red Jackal is sold out on the Super 7 website. This was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. It has since sold out. However, the Baroness version is still up over there, and it seems like that's the only place you can get the Baroness. Check out the Baroness review on the channel as well while you're at it. But if you do pick it up from Super 7, hit old code KYLEP. There you go. But of course, we're going to do this unboxing like we do all the other unboxings on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's check it out. We got the old slipcover case right there. Looking like a bottle of poison is what we got going on with the skull and crossbones. Looking very cool there. Of course, Red Jackal at the bottom. Weapons supplier, we've heard that before with an old friend named Destro. Maybe they're cousins. Maybe they're cousins at the end of the day. Nothing too fun on the sides. You get the G.I. Joe logo over there as well. Pretty much your usual Super 7 action figure stuff. See you later, goodbye. And there it is, old Destro. Let's destroy everything like a young Hatebreed back in the day. But you got G.I. Joe logo at the top, very classic. Big window box. In case you run into the Red Jackal, he can put his old John Hancock on there for you. Looking good in the packaging design. Little light to let the window, or the window to let the light in right there. Then we do get the big blurb, which I always appreciate. You guys know me, I love a good blurb. You guys can pause the video and watch that if you want to. But we get to hear all about the old Red Jackal, and on the back it does say this was a UK release back in the day. So we knew him as Destro in the North America. I don't know, is that fair to say? Red Jackal overseas, basically the same character, just a different name for whatever reason. And some differences between the original Super 7 Ultimate Destro and this one, and we'll bring that out for this video as we usually do. File name unknown, military specialty infantry, secondary specialty tank driver, birthplace Riga, Latvia. Oh, Latvia. Shout out to all my Latvia friends out there. Beautiful this time of year. I'm planning a trip actually for next summer to Latvia. We'll see if that works out. Stay tuned on the channel right there. But that's about it. That's about it. So definitely an interesting one here. Red Jackal's real name is Anton Novakov. He joined the Soviet Army, so he's a Soviet. He's a Soviet. There you go. So an interesting touch on the Destro character, writing something totally different. Definitely interesting. Just like the Baroness version being the India version. So definitely cool. We got the Starburst in the back. We're definitely here for that. See you later, goodbye. And then we get old Red Jackal doing Red Jackal things in the plastic prison is what he's doing there. Love that white fluffy coat collar going on there. I'm here for that. I need one of those for this winter. The winters are cold. They're cold winters over this way, so we could use some of that. But let's pop all this out here. Now I see some different things and some things that are missing from the original version as I throw a hand on the floor. Let me get that. That's all we need is to lose a hand early on in the process. Can I pop these out? Oh, of course they're taped in. Tape, the bane of my existence. One of the greatest inventions in the world, but also at the same time, really one of the worst inventions in the world because they keep stuff down, but they also keep stuff down. You want to be able to get stuff out. Sometimes you got to fight the tape monster. And these companies, man, they got some amazing tape suppliers that just don't mess around in the tape department. We've seen that. Some of the stickiest tape ever is from toy companies. Where they get it, I would love to know. I'd love to get some of that for home use is what I would like. I'm going to pop all this stuff out. Oh my gosh, got more stuff there. There we go. Can I get this big old backpack out? Maybe. Red Jackal, will you come out? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? What are we doing? There he is, the old Jackal out to play. And then can I get this backpack out of here? Oh my gosh, frustrating. Ugh, there it is. Got it. See you later. Goodbye. There it is. All right, I was getting fired up there. Now, I guess we're going to start with this backpack since I have it in my hand. And now I feel like we saw this backpack with one of the other Joe members. Oh, I can't think. I'll think of it once the review's over, but feel free to chime in if you want. But you got the 2 grenades on the side. This isn't Flint's backpack, is it? Now I'm trying to think. Oh my gosh, if him and Flint sharing a backpack, I don't know about that. We'll have to see. But got a little dynamite going on there in the red and black attack. Got a little canteen on the side here. Is that what they're called? A little canteen, get a little drink of water. I don't know how he gets it through the mask, but I'm sure he finds a way. He is the Red Jackal after all. But definitely an interesting backpack. Goes over the shoulders. Definitely different. We did not get this with the first version of Destro, as we do know. Hands for Destro, very similar to Red Knock, aka the Baroness, as very high gloss hands on this one. And much like Red Knock, came to fight. 2 fists of fury right out of the package, not messing around in any way. We get the pointer hand. We get the pointer hand. He's pointing. He's giving the what you gonna do, brother, when the Red Jackal runs wild on you. And then we got 2 gripping hands, a deep gripping hand and a tight gripping hand here. So choose your gripping hand adventure. You like a tight grip? You like a soft grip? You guys tell me in the comments. There you go. But then we got these little armor guards on the forearm here. You got 2 with grenades on them. And then the more iconic, to me at least, is the 2 with the missiles on them. Always loved that as a kid. They were sculpted in my original Destro, but I'd pretend he'd be firing off those missiles off his forearms. Definitely do like that. Definitely love that right there. We do get some binoculars. I guess we'll call these fancy binoculars that you put up right there. All in red. Got a nice blue sticker there. A little point of color difference, but definitely very cool. We're here for that. Extra heads, we'll talk about those. Less heads than the original Destro. We got more heads with that, and we also got more weapons with that Destro. A little bit less this time. So we got some reuse here. We got that Cobra Blaster. We know it. We love it. We want some more of it. We will see more of it in the future. And then we got the big handgun here, like a young Dirty Harry, all in red. Looking really nice. Definitely a handgun here. So only 2 weapons. However, of course, the beauty of these lines, grab the Destro from the Ultimates line. Grab any of those weapons. Grab that rocket launcher if you want to, and you could stick it with this Destro if you want to, or I should say Red Jackal. So you can do that. Now we're going to dive in here to the head sculpts. Definitely all day long. People know this as Destro. I don't know if more people overseas, I guess you UK people out there, the UK, shout out to the UK. Do you see this guy like in American stuff and it's Destro and you're like, that's not Destro, that's Red Jackal? Is that how it goes, or has Destro kind of taken over and you know him as Destro? I guess shout out there to the UK. You guys let me know how you view this character. And I guess you guys let me know if you're all in on this, if this is like really speaking to your childhood with the Red Jackal. He was the Red Jackal forever. I'd be interested to hear that. It's always interesting to hear that perspective. But definitely looks like Destro here. But one thing I did notice that I really like on this one compared to the first one from the Super 7 Ultimate line is the piercing red eyes behind the mask. I mean, that makes Destro, or Red Jackal in this case, look exceptionally evil. And I want to say there were like green eyes in the other one. And I guess I could pull that one out right now. Yeah, it's kind of a greenish color to his eyes, which definitely is iconic too. We know that from the cartoon and stuff, but man, the red eyes on this one, definitely playing a whole new group of hits. He just feels more evil, feels like more of a bad guy than Destro even does, if you can believe that. But a very stoic head on this one, and honestly, I might use this stoic head. As I got the more open mouth here on Destro, I may use this one. And once again, just like we saw with Red Knock, you could easily swap these heads around between these characters. The eye colors would be different, but you can at least get some differences there. It depends how creative you want to get at the end of the day. Now we do get some extra heads. We got one where he's closing his eyes, laughing, that classic Destro, you know, eyes back laugh. To me, I love that they include this, but I would never display a Destro figure with this unless I had multiples of this. If there was a hot deal and this was like $15 on clearance and I bought another one just to give him different hands, different weapons, and then put this on, maybe that would be the case, but that's not going to be for me. And this one's got the wide open mouth just like that one, so I'm not going to use this. So this one definitely looks the same. It's just got a mouth open. This is the way I'm going to go. I like the darkness, the menacing look in this one. This is the head for me, especially with these red eyes. Absolutely do love this one. This is a very cool figure. And it's the same as this one, just a hair different. But man, the little changes, the little differences on this one, I really do like this figure. And I like how it feels in hand. We talk about that a lot on the channel. Just how it feels in hand and how it looks. Just something about this. It's familiar yet different and very sleek. Especially, I mentioned earlier, that white kind of big collar going on. Almost like the hood of a snake in some ways, or something else. Definitely looks interesting right here. Love the little badge down the front. Of course, he's got one over here. It is totally different. And then you got that skull and crossbones embraced or embozzled or embezzled or whatever you want to call it into the shirt there, where he doesn't have anything over here. Definitely looks cool. And of course, Red Jackal doesn't miss a workout. He's got abs upon abs here, not messing around. Got a belt buckle going on. Then you got the all black attack down to the forearms in silver, looking good. Talked about the Fists of Fury here. Black boots, and of course got the red buckles around his thigh, and then the black tights. Just very on point for Destro, or in this case, once again, the old Red Jackal. Now, does he fit on a ringside collectible Mattel stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. What do you know? He fits perfectly. Hopefully back in stock soon. We'll see what happens there. But man, I like this one. I definitely like this one. It's hard for me to say I like it more than this one, just because this is the Destro. This is the Destro Kyle lost at a young age, playing in a sandbox, the dirt in his house, and he had to go in for lunch, and everything caved in, and he came back out, and he dug, and he couldn't find Destro, and never found him. And the Destro that one of these days I'm going to do a guerrilla thing at like 2 in the morning. I'm going to get the excavator hat on, and I'm going to go to that house I lived in as a kid, and I'm going to dig up that Destro, and we're going to film the whole thing, and I need help. I need assistance. I'm taking names, so maybe not, but still a little fired up about that when I was like 6 years old. I still go by that house from time to time and I say, ooh, my Destro's there in the ground. I got to get him out. I got to free him. And they did put a big fence around that house now, so it's a little harder to get in. But hey, everybody loves a challenge. Everybody loves a challenge. There you go. But Destro, definitely more iconic here. But man, I don't know if this is the shiny new toy example, but there's something special about this one. There is something special. There is something here for me. Just can't quite put my finger on it like a young Ween. Shout out to Ween out there. But I definitely like this Red Jackal figure a lot more than I anticipated I would. And like I said, I don't know if I said it in this review or the Red Knock one, but there's something fun about this. Being a exclusive you don't have to have. It's an easy pass for a lot of people, but if you're hardcore, you really want to get everything in this line, it's there, but it's not one of those figures. If they gave you, Lowlight or Snow Job or one of the more iconic characters instead of a fancy repaint, I think people would be up in arms. So I really do think this is an amazing repaint for San Diego Comic-Con, as I said. And then we got the Baroness and, of course, Red Knock as well. So we can kind of see the yin and yangs between the two. Who knows? An interesting dynamic right here, but one I'm here for. And like I said, the Red Jackal, I really do enjoy this figure. I like the menacing look in the eyes. Just that redness in the eyes makes a heck of a difference right here. At least it does for me. But what about you? Are you going to pick this one up? Did you pick this one up? Are you hopeful to pick this one up? Well, let me know in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell, as we got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you, if you can believe it, over on the Patreon channel. Your best way to support this channel and all the content it does bring. You can also support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson, and don't forget social media. Well, who would ever forget it? But Sir Paul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Instagram and on Threads. So for Red Knock and the Red Jackal and Baroness and Destro 2, I am Kyle, and I'll see you and you and you all real soon.